This Tuffy Deluxe security deck enclosure is for those of you that have a 2011 to 2018 JK, either 2-door or 4-door, that are looking for a way to have a nice secure cargo space for your Jeep. Now, if you are installing this in a 2-door JK, you will have to remove the rear seats in order for it to fit. With a 4-door, you can have those rear seats still installed. Now, you might be wondering what makes this, the deluxe version, different from the regular security deck enclosure. Well, this is designed so that the lid section can be very easily removed without the need to use any sort of tools. So if you're somebody who likes to have that secured cargo area but also wants to be able to carry some larger items and not have the deck lid in the way, you can very easily remove this on the deluxe version, where on the other version it's a little bit more difficult. So that's going to be the main difference between the two of these. This is going to be a 1 out of 3 wrench installation. This is going to be very simple to bolt into your Jeep, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. So whether you have a 2-door, a 4-door, a hardtop, or a soft top, having a nice secure cargo space is a very nice feature. Let's face it, we don't have a trunk space like you would have in a car that is relatively secure and very easy to lock, and that's where something like this is going to come in. The really nice part about this option from Tuffy is that it integrates directly with the locking tailgate of your Jeep, so much in the same way that a trunk, when the trunk is closed and it's locked with your key fob, everything is nice and secure, but you can very easily open it. This is going to be the same way. There are no additional locks, no additional anything really. As long as the tailgate is locked, this area is secure. When the tailgate is unlocked, you can open it and access your cargo space. Tuffy is known for making some very high quality security products, and this is no different. This is going to be very, very strong. It's going to do a great job at protecting whatever you decide to put underneath of it in the back of your Jeep. And the Tuffy stuff really isn't that crazy expensive. There are a couple other rear cargo enclosure pieces that you can purchase that are going to be arguably just as secure as this one, but they're going to be significantly more expensive. So I think with Tuffy, you're getting a good deal and you're getting some great security. This piece is all about adding some lockable security area to your Jeep where you otherwise wouldn't have any. This is going to be 16 gauge steel, which makes it very tamper resistant. You know, they say locks only keep out the honest people. So if somebody had all the time and all the tools in the world, could they get into this? Yes. But could they get into anything else as well? Yes. This is going to keep out the vast majority of people who would otherwise very easily be able to get into your stuff and would take advantage of that. So this is going to give you some really nice security. This provides 20,000 cubic inches of lockable cargo space. I know that's kind of hard to wrap your head around, but basically the entire area behind the front seats in your 2-door or behind the back seats in your 4-door is going to end up being a lockable space. And because this is the deluxe version, you can just pop this lid off, set it in your garage, leave it at home if you do need to carry something larger. Of course, it's not going to be secure, but you can get this out of the way very easily if you do need to carry some larger items. This is going to come in at just over $400. I do think that's going to be a pretty good deal for the security that you're adding onto your Jeep. If you don't have the need or the want for the deluxe version with the easily removable lid, you can go ahead and save yourself a couple dollars, go with the standard version, the non-deluxe version. But as I alluded to before, there are rear security enclosures that are very similar to this one that are more expensive, so I think you're getting great security all at a very fair price. Now we'll have somebody show you how you get this installed in your Jeep.
Now that we have our seats folded down, we have everything cleaned out of the back, we're going to begin the installation of our security box. This installation might seem a little daunting, but I guarantee you it's really not. A few simple hand tools and a little bit of know-how, and you got this covered. Using a T30 Torx bit, we're going to remove this tie-down hook that comes factory in your Jeep, and we're going to slide in our brand new bracket, tucking it under the carpet and lining it up with this hole, and then reinstalling it. But we're not going to completely tighten it down yet until we have everything else installed, because it does have room for adjustment. Go ahead and slide it under your carpet. Line it up with the new hole. Reinstall your hardware. Once again, do not tighten this down yet. We're going to have some adjustments to do. As you can see, our Jeep is equipped with the factory subwoofer. This kit will work with your factory subwoofer. just gonna loosen this one up to give ourselves a little bit more wiggle room to get this bracket in. Next, we're gonna go ahead and get in our first side panel. Now this side panel does have the cutout for your factory subwoofer. If your vehicle does not have the factory subwoofer, there is a filler panel that goes here. To install this, we're just gonna tuck it here under our rail, slide it down, and we're gonna lock it in with a supplied carriage bolt and wing nut. Same process on the opposite side. Just slide it under your rail, slide it down and over, lock it in with the same carriage bolt. Next, we're going to get in our back panel here. We're just going to slide it in between our two panels. This is going to be a snug fit. Then we're just going to secure it down with the same carriage bolts that came in the kit that match the ones we just used holding on our side panels. Now that we have our three side panels in, we're going to go ahead and tighten up those two Torx bolts that we removed earlier to install our brackets. Now we're going to go ahead and get our lid installed on our security box. This is very simple. It comes with these plastic sliders. They're going to slide right into the grooves. You want to be careful, you don't want to force anything. They will fit. Now that we have our lid installed, you want to just go ahead, lift it up, make sure it hinges properly and is not too tight. Bringing it down, make sure it lines up with the slots. Lock it down, push back on it, it's now locked. Now before you go and close your tailgate, you want to make sure that your weather stripping is installed on the back of it. Well, that's it. We've reached the end of our installation. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can go ahead, close your tailgate. Your stuff will be safely secured. And for more parts and videos like these, make sure you come visit us at extremeterrain.com.